What's up, y'all? Okay, look, today is a little different. We are going to be doing a reaction video to this channel called OCDA. It's this dude where apparently he goes around, y'all, to these jobs on the behalf of the employees' complaints and basically saying what the employees want to say to their like bosses or managers or whatever, but they're not able to, right? Because they don't want to lose their job, of course. And it's anonymous, as he says. He can't tell them where the complaints are from, but they are definitely from their employees about them, okay? Some of y'all probably already seen him or whatever. It's real funny. He is really funny and he is clearly out here, you know, he doing work for the people, okay? As some of y'all may say, he's doing God's work because y'all know how it is. Y'all ever worked for a janky or a messed up company or whatever, or really be the managers, the people that are in a position above you that really messes it up for the whole company, right? But yeah, y'all know how it is, and y'all be wanting to say stuff, but you can't lose your job. But everybody know that how they running things up there is not right. So that's what he does. Real funny. And I might have to go ahead and put in an anonymous tip for Firestone on base up here because I am in a one-sided beef with Firestone right now. Like, yes. I didn't call corporate and everything. This is the first time in my life that I have like literally got irritated enough to call corporate because I'm just like, in this economy, oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're not. I'm all about protecting my peace and all of that, as my husband says. But at this point, y'all playing in our face. But we gonna get to that, y'all. So we gonna go ahead and react to this. And I got my own little dilemma, my own little story to tell y'all about my own little situation I got going on right now.
Yeah, so we 2 minutes away from the second job. The first job got our juices flowing. You know, bitch on the tap, my cameraman, all type of shit, you feel me? So I think we gonna sue them for assault. And like I mentioned in the video, I want $3,700,000. So I guess that's 3.7, cause that is assault. We came in there peaceful. You feel me? Even the lady at the receptionist desk gave us a bottle of water, told us to have a seat, and that's how they treat us? Y'all fucking assault us? You wanna put y'all hands on us? Nah, I'm gonna do how they been doing me. I'm not getting violent no more. I'm suing your ass. And like I told you, I like to say the whole number. I want $3,700,000, not 3.7 million. Yeah, so we on the way to the next job right now. As you can see, we 1 minute away. This is an old racist white man. I think he deserves a cigarette smoke blue in his face. Yeah, that's what we gonna do today. And like I said, I normally do 8-9 jobs in one day. But Calamar, he like kind of stopped my workload, was shorting my workload and shit like that. Is this it 32? This 3212. We're looking for 3216 right there. There go the job. Show on the job.
Makeup.
Yeah. So we gonna park right here. You know, we always gotta have the escape route. That's really what this company is all about, escaping. And we good. We just pulled up. Come on now. It's time to get in here and rectify and reprimand. Matter of fact, let me see what this nigga name, man. Let's get all the information. Nigga name, Chris Bethany. Yeah, gonna get in there and rectify and reprimand. Nigga named Chris Bethany. Hey, record this video for me. You can pause that. Hey, what to do, man? It's your boy, Agent Ratliff with Occupational Care Diversity Fair ID number 33712. And we out here live at Mako finna get in here, rectify and reprimand a nigga named Chris Bethany. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's up?
How you doing? I'm looking for Mr. Chris Bethany.
That's me.
That's you? Oh, yeah. How you doing? Agent Ratliff with Occupational Cares, Diversity Affairs. My ID number is 33712. And this is being recorded for quality assurance for our company records and transcript, but there's no audio. Our supervisor just need to see that we actually showed up.
Hey, D. Hey, what?
He's so serious with it, yeah. This dude is the epitome of if you just say stuff, because people be really letting him in these buildings and stuff and all of that. Look, he said it's a real company. These are real complaints. But he is a prime example of if you just say stuff with enough confidence and you able to look people in their eyes and really just, like I say, just say with enough confidence, you can pretty much get people to believe in anything.
Come here.
You part of management as well?
Here's business card.
Oh yeah, here you go. Right. I got a business card.
And who are you with again?
Occupational Cares, Diversity Affairs. We come in before the EEOC gets involved.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to speak to somebody else because I don't handle that.
Your name is on here. Chris Bethany, whoever filed the complaint, he said, got no respect for black people as you displaying right now. Very disrespectful and unprofessional. He don't greet the black customers. I believe you did, or you didn't want to.
I only do set appointments.
Time out. He moved friendly with customers. He assumes.
He getting uncomfortable. Old dude ready to go. Old dude ready to go now.
Have money. Him and his wife share clothes that look like her shorts you wearing.
He ain't say excuse me or nothing.
Right now. He bring all his personal problems to work.
Hold on.
He don't greet the black customers. I believe you did, or you didn't want to.
I only do set appointments.
Time out. He moved friendly with customers he assumes have money. Him and his wife share clothes that look like her shorts you wearing right now. He bring all.
How would they know they sharing clothes? I mean, unless they literally see her come in with it and then he wear it the next day. Like, because other than that, who's paying that much attention? And how they know these? Like, what?
All his personal problems to work. Now, what you got to say about these complaints? Because this is a real company. These are real complaints. Ain't nobody tell you to get up and walk out. You're supposed to sit down and listen.
Do you run me, Agent Ratliff?
Yeah, we run everything. We can shut all this down.
This.
We can shut all this down. That's what the whole point of me fucking visiting. We come in and talk to you before the EEOC come in and shut it down. Well, we'll have the EEOC come shut all this down. And like you said, you being on camera, being disrespectful and unprofessional, like these complaints said. Now you gonna sit your no.
Talk with others. You have to take that up with the court.
Now you calling me others. You see,
I was about to say, what do you mean I don't talk with others? See, they be trying to look. I'm telling you, they be trying to play in your face. See, but everybody can't be played with like that.
Racist. Got no respect for black people. Now you calling me other because your drunk ass want to come in here and just sit in that office and not do shit while everybody else in the back fucking working.
That's very professional the way you're speaking today.
That's how we talk at OCDA. And they say right here, he moved friendly with customers he assumed have money. So if somebody come here and look like they got a little money, you become friendly with them. But everybody come in here, bitch, they got money. They trying to fucking get their shit fixed. They got to have money to do that. Step your ass back. Now you say he bring all his personal problems to work. And you coming in here drunk, woozy, don't know where you at. Right here, him and his wife share the same clothes. Now that look like some shit she wore yesterday and you decided to iron it. You can't iron dirty clothes.
Shit your old lady wore.
No, you can't iron dirty clothes. You know what that smell like, an iron on dirty jeans? Is this the wife? Oh. Where he went at? Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go to the back too. He unprofessional.
He ran to the back to go tell the homies. And this man then followed him to the back, y'all. This is crazy.
Hey, Chris, my lady's up here for you.
back here. OSHA don't allow that. Y'all gonna have to go.
We're not OSHA. We with Occupational Care Diversity
OSHA don't allow
Affairs.
you back here.
This is not
You're
OSHA.
gonna leave the shop.
No, what's gonna happen is you gonna treat people with respect, and your ass gonna stop drinking and just walking
I
back
haven't
here
had a
looking
drink
like you're
7
doing
years.
something. Yeah, nah, it's been 7 years. You got a nasty silver chain on. That's
Y'all think the man sound drunk, a little woozy, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Not too tipsy, but maybe like he had like a little, you know, some sips here and there. You know, do he look like he be drunk on the job? Do he look or sound like he be drunk on the job?
a drinking chain. All your ass do is get drunk
You need to go get off my
and
property.
scratch your goddamn neck. That's why your neck turning red now, because you're scratching it from fake chain, fake silver. You ain't never see a bitch wear fake silver. And look, now we was right here, him and his wife
I need you to come off the property.
share the same clothes.
You got about 30 seconds to be off my property.
Or what? We already called the police for our own safety.
They're on the way up.
Yeah, we already called them for our own safety.
That's good. You should be safe. We want
Yeah.
you safe out of the work environment.
Yeah, we not in the work environment. And like I said, we can shut all this down.
Shut it down. Have a good day.
Yeah. That's what your ass gonna do. Your ass gonna stop being racist. You racist, fuck.
That man said, I ain't got time for this. He closed. He thing down on them.
Your bitch ass. See, them white boys get drunk and just feel like they can just disrespect people. You at work drunk, you look drunk. Y'all seen the goddamn silver chain? That's a goddamn alcoholic wino chain. You go to the bar, all the white boys sitting at the bar, nasty beers, they all got that nasty ass silver chain on. That's what I'm saying. How you doing? Huh? We finna go? You the manager there?
He said, this ain't Mako.
Look like Mako.
I know.
So when you seen us getting in the car and you told us this ain't Mako, it kind of insult our intelligence. Like we don't know how to read.
No.
We know this not Mako.
Yeah,
Where he come from? They always coming in a legion, ain't it? Where did old dude come from in the back? Is that his daddy? Maybe that's his daddy. Okay, I get it. Look, he said, you ain't finna stress my pops out. All right, he a little old. Let me just go and come out here and reprimand the situation as what's the dude? Calamar White be saying.
they're clearly not. Ain't nobody trying to insult you.
Yeah, it don't matter. I don't care because you came out here pointing. The fact that it's insulting, y'all see us leaving.
That's on you then, man. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
insulting
you get your ass back in there.
You're parking in somebody else's parking lot.
Y'all ain't got no customers here. Y'all act like y'all just got traffic just coming in and out. Ain't nobody even coming here fucking with y'all.
It's a
Y'all ain't got no business. Y'all ain't getting no money. All this shit empty. That's why we park right here. They full. They getting business. Now you ass want to walk away. You came out here and stopped us. This empty ass parking lot. We already called the police for our own.
That man ain't got time for him. He went right back in the building and grabbed that phone and said, all right, I got something for y'all. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to call my boys because you know we keep some on speed dial. I'm about to go call my boys because I ain't got time to play with you today. I ain't got time to play with y'all today. And then this man always talking about, he know they be caught, get ready to call the police on him. He said, we already called the police for our own safety. He be having that line ready every time.
Safety. It doesn't matter. See how white people do? White people, he seen us leaving. No. It is being racial. It's being racial. You seen us leaving and you came out here wanting to fuck with us. Now you want to call the police. Because we made you. You came out here with your phone like you trying to get them on the line. We already called. See, you don't know about us. We authority figures. Yeah, we authority figures. Like I said, all this shit empty. All this shit empty. We was till you came out here and fuck with us. Get your ass on. Robin Williams looking motherfucker. Hey, don't Don't trust his word. He's a drunk. He drunk as hell. Don't trust his word. Big dog, don't trust his word. He drunk. Chris, Bethany, he drunk right now. You don't even go over there. Yeah, we shut it down. They finna close. Get out of there, Calamar. Got the escape route. Come on now. And that's what it's about. You see how that man came out here? Like, white people think they just gotta say something. Like, bitch, you seen us leaving. You ain't had to come out and say nothing talking about, oh, this is not Mako. Bitch, you and something not intelligent. Bitch, we can read. We knew this wasn't Mako. Bitch, that's why we parked over here. I always gotta exercise their little privilege. Like, bitch, you seen us fucking leaving. Can't stand them crackers. But we got out of there though, man. We gone. Nah. We just
with you, man.
Come on. We just left the field.
Huh?
We just left some jobs.
What's up with y'all, man?
Yeah, we just left some jobs.
Watch your shit every day.
Oh, wait till you see the one we did today when we post this motherfucker.
Appreciate it.
My God.
All right. That's it, y'all. Look. How y'all feel about that last one? Because I get it. The dude, the old man was trying to tell him, like, okay, this is not Mako. But at the same time, I'm just thinking how I be thinking. And how I feel like a lot of people be thinking that just be, for the most part, trying to avoid conflict or just don't be feeling like they need to say things that aren't really necessary, right? It's probably not even just necessary avoiding conflict either. Because I wouldn't say that you would think that if you say that you would assume that conflict would come from that, right? But at the same time, it's like, what was the point of him saying that? Like, I get it, like, yeah, this ain't Mako, but they already leaving. So me personally, I wouldn't even care. Like, and then especially, you know, if I'm working there, I don't care. Like, this ain't Mako, but okay, like, ain't nobody, didn't seem to have any customers anyways when nobody there. Mako was right next to him. So if somebody park right here real quick, going Mako or whatever, like, you know, if y'all business been like slow, ain't nobody been in there anyways. It's like, what harm is it really going to do? You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, me personally, it's like, I don't care enough to even say anything in that situation. It was like, what was the point of him going out of his way to say, this ain't Mako? I would have just assumed, like, oh, they obviously didn't notice that when they, you know what I'm saying, first pulled up and went into Mako, whatever. They're leaving now anyway, so it really doesn't matter, you know. Like I said, it's really no customers there. So, yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I don't really understand the point of him going out of his way to say that in the first place. What did that actually do? Like I said, it's not like they were busy anyways. But other than that, y'all, my dilemma I'm dealing with right now with Firestone. Okay, so basically, long story short, we had, what was it? Oh, okay, so if y'all follow my channel that I have with my family, it was, at this point, it was some weeks ago. I don't remember the exact time frame, but y'all would see it on some lives back. We had to go to, where was it? Was it Overland Park? Anyways, we had to go to a hospital about 2 hours. It was about 2 hours away for our youngest son's head or whatever, his head shape, right? Because they call it platio something. Like, basically when the baby is smaller, they have a favorite side that they like to lay on, right? And this was our first time dealing with that because I'm like, again, all my kids, put them on tummy time as soon as they get home, a lot of tummy time or whatever, switch what side that they, you know, laying on or whatever when they that small, like you supposed to, right? But with our youngest son, every kid, oh my God, y'all, when they say every child is different, every child's personality is different, every child, just it all together, like, it's different, like the way that they learn, all of that, right? Anyways, so with our youngest child, right, our youngest son, he had a favorite side that he liked to lay on, to where so much so I stopped even putting him on that side. So I would say, like, like I said, turning his head on his side. So I would say I noticed it around like, when he was like around a month old, maybe 2 months old, that I initially brought it up to the doctor, right? And I'm like, his head looks lopsided. Like, what is going on? And they told me that his PCP at the time, and well, to a doctors, because they don't, okay, when y'all go to a military hospital, it's not like a regular doctor where you continue to see your primary PCP. I don't even know why they be asking like who's your PCP, because it's like I don't even know or remember, because y'all know we get a different doctor every time we come up here most of the time, right? So anyways, because people are like constantly in and out or whatever. But anyways, so all the doctors up until this point had told us that they didn't see nothing, right? And then it got to a certain point as he's getting older or whatever. The last doctor we seen was like, okay, yeah, I see it. Let's go ahead. And because I'm like, he's one, and y'all are saying like, first y'all saying y'all don't see nothing, and then it hits a certain point where y'all do see it. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, okay, eventually it's going to round out. Just, you know what I'm saying? Keep putting him on tummy time or whatever. And as he begins to move around more, as he gets older or whatever, it'll round out. So once he's like 1 year old, the last doctor we saw for him, his last appointment, she's like, okay, yeah, I see it. 'Cause I'm like, they said it's supposed to be rounding out. It's not rounding out. Like, so she put in a referral for us to go to the hospital about 2 hours away from us, right? Children's Mercy or whatever. So I go, we basically, I ain't even get into that spiel, because y'all know how I am. My bad, y'all. I be rambling. It did not end up on a whole nother situation, a whole nother conversation, telling y'all, like, what is it? Filler, as my husband say. And I'll be like, but it go with the whole story. Like, nah, you could have left that part out. We talking to my family. But anyways, and my oldest is like that. He get that from me. But anyway, so y'all, we 2 hours away. While we 2 hours away, right? For his appointment. On our way driving to the appointment, we at a certain point where we start hearing like this screeching sound from like the back wheel on the driver's side or whatever, right? So anyways, we end up taking the van when we get back here on base. We get back home. My husband ends up scheduling an appointment. I think it was like the next day or so, whatever, to Firestone for them to look at it. They tell him, oh, the brake pad fell off. They said that one of the back brake pads had fell off. And I'm like, the brake pad fell off. Y'all probably heard me talk about this a little bit when I did that live on this channel with y'all about going to the DMV trying to get my van registered, right? So I'm like, how does the brake pad fall off? Like, I ain't never heard of that before. How hard of a speed pothole would you have to hit for a brake pad to fall off? Anyways, they say the brake pad fell off. We need new brake pads and new rotors. So we like, okay, so he had paid around like $600 some for them to do that. They do the and that included like a whole like car inspection, everything, right? Checking for everything, right? On the car as well. So he paid for that. Y'all, within that same week, okay, some days later, when we driving to the commissary, which to put in an order for our oldest son's birthday cake or whatever, right? Which we did a live on that too, on the family channel. Y'all would have saw. On our way there, we barely down the street, getting ready to go down the hill to the commissary. We smelling like a burning smell coming from the van. So we looking at each other like, you smell that? Like, what's that smell? We park, whatever, check. It's on the same side, y'all, in the back that they had fixed at Firestone. Real bad burning smell, and it's like running, and it's like heat radiating from that area as well too. So we go into the commissary, do whatever it is that we need to get done or whatever before we even bring the van back home and just park it, because we were supposed to go take the kids to the pool, drive down to the pool after that as well too. So we ended up just walking to the pool. Well, we waited to go to the pool the next day and just ended up walking to go to the pool, whatever, because now we like, okay, we can't even drive the van. My husband, of course, is stressed because he's like, he already threw $600 at this van. Mind you, this is a 2018 new van he just bought me or whatever, right? From the dealership through my mom's significant other, because the van that I found, you know what I'm saying, is in particular van that I found that I liked, it was located in Missouri, which is where my mom them is located or whatever. So basically he sent the money to my mom's significant other, and he's the one who did the paperwork and all of that for the van to be bought in my name and all that stuff, whatever, right? So yeah, but anyways, So he sets up another appointment to go back up there to Firestone to have them look at it. He couldn't go the very next day because that Monday was, what was it, Memorial Day? Yeah, that was a holiday that just passed not so long ago, right? Yeah, Memorial Day, I want to say. So he went the next day, whatever. So he goes up there and Firestone looks at the van and, well, first of all, well, they had to have looked at it because they told him that what they found was it was the, what did they say? It's the rear. I forgot the name of it. It's on the paper, dang, in the van. But it's what time is it? It's like 5 something in the morning. I'm not about to go out there and get it right now. But basically, it's in the same area, back there in the same area where they fixed the brake pads and the rotor. It got something to do with that in that same area, right? I forgot what the name of it is, but they tell him it's an issue with that now. Like, okay, so and the dude was like, and the people, the mechanics who fixed your van is not here. You could just leave your van here. And something was telling me, like, as he on the phone telling me this, whatever, right? At first I'm like, okay, but then something telling me like, oh, don't leave your van there, basically. Like, so I told him, I'm like, no, don't leave the van there. And then two, now they saying that you gotta pay like $300 some, 200, what was it, $200 some. I think after tax it would have still been like $300 some, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, y'all, they saying he gotta pay a couple $100 more to now get something else fixed in the same area that they worked on or whatever. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, they just fixed the van. Like, they just fixed supposedly what the problem was on the van, and now was something else wrong with the van in that same area that they just got done fixing within the same week, literally in the same week. When he got the van, right after he got the van fixed, we only drove to one place after he got the van fixed, which was to the commissary. And then once we smelled that burning smell, we literally brought the van back to the house and parked it underneath the carport and waited until he got another appointment with Firestone and then just drove it down there to them to get it looked at. So I'm like, they can't do it for free, like, or give us a partial refund or something, because I'm like, somebody didn't do their job right. That's what it sounded like to me personally. And anybody else I hadn't told this story to, because y'all know me. I'm calling my mom. I'm calling everybody like, hey, how does it sound to you? Because it just sound weird. But anyways, I'm like, they can't do either one of those things, because I'm like, it sounds like somebody did not do their job right. Because how is it we take our van in for a screeching sound and we take it in to y'all to get it fixed? Y'all do a full car inspection, say, y'all found nothing else wrong with the van. It was just it needed new brake pads and rotors. You know, we got to print out, itemize, receipt, all of that of everything that they did or whatever, right? And then within that same week, not even a week later, in the same week, now there's a burning smell with heat radiating from that same area, and y'all saying it's something else wrong with it now in the same area. And that they didn't, you know what I'm saying? Basically, they didn't mess nothing up. They ain't had nothing to do with it. Because me, I'm thinking like I said, either way, somebody didn't do their job right. Because you would have saw this on your inspection if you inspected the car like you said you did and checked everything else. Or two, y'all messed something up when y'all was fixing it like you had to, right? So they saying, no, we don't do refunds or whatever, right? So at this point, I'm irritated. I'm like, in this economy, y'all think y'all finna basically, like I said, in my opinion, mess somebody's vehicle up. Obviously, mess somebody's vehicle up, and then you want them to pay extra money for you to fix it, and you saying we not gonna do refunds, or we're not even gonna take a look at it for free. So I'm like, what is the warranty for? What is the point of a warranty? I thought that included, like, if you're not satisfied with the services or a part that they use with, you know what I'm saying, it failed or something like that, right? Apparently not with Firestone, according to them. But I looked it up on Google, because you know I'm a Google type of chick, okay? I'm going to pull Google out. I know you can't trust that thing you see on Google, but I'm going to pull Google out immediately, real quick, right? And it was saying that on their stuff, they will do, it's saying that they do refunds, like if you're not satisfied with the service being one of the reasons, they'll do refunds or whatever too, among others. And then, but it was also saying like it's kind of like up to the manager's discretion, I guess, whatever. So anyways, at this point I'm irritated, and I'm like I said, in this economy, oh no, y'all don't do no refunds, oh y'all not gonna fix the issue, right? So at this point I'm upset, I ain't gonna lie. And my husband's like clearly upset too, because now this is more money he's gonna have to spend on the van or whatever, right? Now let me tell y'all something. I'm one of the people that be like, oh my God, like people up here acting crazy, they acting like a Karen and all of that. But all I'm gonna say is the customers are not always right, but the customers are not always wrong too. People be up here at these businesses doing shady, janky business, right? I'm not saying either that you should be up there at the store cussing people out, throwing stuff, acting crazy. Now there's a limit. Now some of y'all be doing too much, and I was raised right, okay? I ain't ever gonna do no stuff like that. Unless you like clearly getting out of body with me. I'm left in a situation where I gotta defend myself. Like, okay, are you okay? Like, you crazy, right? But I was raised right. I ain't gonna ever do no stuff like that because it's like, what are you doing? Like, you okay? Like, control yourself, right? But I'm talking about if you simply like maybe you having like a disagreement. Y'all know how it is with the store manager or employee, whatever. You know, it happens. But you ain't gotta be getting crazy, getting loud, cursing, and all of that either. But you know, up in these people's establishment and stuff, I ain't gonna ever agree to that. But yeah, so at this point though, like I said, like the customer ain't always right, but the customer ain't always wrong either. So I'm like irritated. I'm on the phone, right, with him. And I get off the phone with him. Now it's funny, my husband is like the typical guy, like you be saying, like, oh, protect your peace. Like he mad, but he's still like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to pay for it. But the thing is, it's like in the moment, like you up there with them, knowing you mad about the situation, knowing it just sound crazy, it sound janky, you irritated, but you ain't acting irritated with them. But then you come home with me, and now I gotta hear about it. You get what I'm saying? Hear about you being upset or walking around upset about it and all of that. Clearly knowing and feeling the energy and seeing you be upset about it or whatever, right? So it's like they don't look. The husbands don't be wanting to say nothing, but they be wanting the wives, right? Because me and him was talking about this, and we was actually laughing about it because he like. Call him, baby. Tell him my order wrong. Tell him my order wrong. And that was like that was a play on, you know what I'm saying, a joke when they say like the husband's order be wrong at the restaurants and the wives be like, oh, my husband order wrong. Like, 'cause the husbands don't be wanting to say nothing or whatever, right? Men don't be wanting to say nothing. So yeah, I'm like, them husbands, they be low key, high key liking it when they wife gotta be the one to be like, hey, like something ain't right here, because they don't be wanting to say nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it be trying to act like, oh no, baby, it's good, protect your peace. But y'all be really wanting to say something though. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, anyways, we laughing about that, right? And he get back or whatever. So I'm like, I'm finna call corporate because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like I said, this is the first time I ever called corporate, because usually it's like, man, this messed up. Like, but it is what it is. But at this point, like I say, it's like obvious, bro. Like, y'all did something wrong, and then you want us, like I say, in this economy too. No, y'all want us to be out of even more money. Because now I'm like, so what's to say if we get it fixed by y'all again, and then it's something else, and we gonna have to pay for it again. So I'm like, at this point, I don't even trust them even working on the van again. And why would y'all think we want the same technicians that clearly didn't do the job right the first time to work on the van again, if you get what I'm saying? So it gets to a certain point where I'm like, can we just get a partial refund and we can just take the van and get it fixed by somebody else? Y'all, why he called Chrysler or whatever, right? Because I got a Chrysler Pacifica. Why he called Chrysler and was trying to get a quote from them? Chrysler talking about it's gonna cost $600, y'all, to fix what Firestone was quoting us to be like $200, $300 something dollars. So we like, what? Like, and then the dude from Chrysler, right? Because my husband was telling like what they initially fixed, and it was like around $600 to fix new brake pads and rotor pads, whatever, right? And he was telling me it's something else wrong with the van or whatever in this same area, whatever that they had fixed. And the dude from Chrysler that was on the phone gonna say, oh yeah, well he was talking about like they charged him about $600 to do new brake pads and rotors. He was like, yeah, that sound about right. Yeah, that sound about right. And I'm downstairs, I'm like, boys, I ain't say this out loud, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if my husband can hear me, he cracking up. I'm like, boy, anybody asked you that? We already stressed and we just dishing our money to this van, trying to get one simple thing we initially being told that needs to be fixed. And you up here agreeing on the initial price we had to pay to get it fixed with some brake pads and rotor pads. My dad sounded right. Anybody asked you, like, are you on Firestone's payroll? Because at this point, I'm irritated. I don't want to hear that. So anyways, y'all. So we like, okay, dang, like we need to call around and get some quotes, because now Chrysler is charging, which that's the dealership, they are gonna like charge more. But Chrysler want to charge $600, y'all. $600 more dollars to get something else fixed in this same area. So I end up calling corporate. I done took matters to my own hand. At this point, I'm on a mission. Okay, we started out to be $600 to get something fixed. Now they gonna say it's gonna be a 200, 300 some extra dollars, and I'm just like, no. No, because also I'm the type of person too, y'all. I am frugal. Okay. Just because you got it, don't mean you need to spend it. We have multiple savings accounts for multiple things. Let's say this again. Just because you have it does not mean you need to spend it. You still need to practice being frugal. Hell, act like you don't got it. That's how you keep it. Okay. Don't just be throwing away and dishing out money just to be dishing out money and throwing away money, right? So at this point, I feel like, okay, now they playing in our face. Like, and I'm a person, I ain't gonna lie. I be practicing that whole protect my peace thing. Like I said, I'm not even the type of person that be carrying out and nothing like that. But I am a person where it's like, at this point, it's about the principle. I'm a principle type of chick. Yes. It hits a certain point for me where I'm like, at this point, it's about the principle. Because now I'm feeling like you think we dumb. Like, now you playing in our face. So I call corporate. Even the lady on corporate listening to like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy or whatever, right? So she take down my information or whatever, put in the ticket. She's like, have you talked to the store manager? Honestly, I told her no. And we didn't. I did not want to talk to the store at that time. I didn't. Because I'm like, if the employee, because the employee that my husband spoke to up there, he said that the store manager was not in at the time. And so I told the lady at corporate, like, no, we haven't spoke to the store manager. And honestly, I don't want to, because if this is what your regular employee is saying that y'all don't do refunds, I'm assuming the store manager is going to say the same thing, because this is clearly this is how you running your ship up here, right? This is what your employees are saying. They're not just saying it out of nowhere. So she's like, okay, yeah, I understand. So she go ahead and put in a ticket for me to talk to, I think she said the area manager, something like that or whatever, right? Yeah. So the area manager had 2 business days to respond back to us, y'all. This is crazy. 2 business days go by. I didn't give it to 3 days. Area manager never calls, right? So during this time, I had looked up their reviews on Google for this in particular Firestone on base. Y'all, based off the reviews on base, and this is why you always gotta look at the reviews. I think they got like either a 1 star, barely 2 star review for this Firestone on base, y'all. And based off the reviews on base, I kid you not, they are literally saying the same thing, our current situation that we are dealing with. So this is like a thing that they doing up here. And then they even talk about give the mechanics names in like the review, one of the reviews or whatever, right? For that we actually, you know what I'm saying, like dealt with or whatever up there. We're saying how they incompetent, they don't know what they doing, they're not qualified and all of that or whatever, right? And then the other reviews are just talking about how, like I said, like everybody else, dealing with the same type of situation that we dealt with, where they took their vehicles in for one initial thing and they get it back in the area that they worked on, y'all. Now it is something else completely wrong with the vehicle, and they're trying to charge them more money to get it fixed. I kid you not, like, it's crazy. So I'm like, see, this is why you gotta read the reviews when you go to places, but you thinking like, nah, this is Firestone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we should be good or whatever, right? And y'all, I didn't even went to Reddit. It got to a certain point. I had even went to Reddit about Firestone. I'm trying to see something at this point. Y'all, people on Reddit was apparently saying that you not need to be taking your vehicle to Firestone, because like this is the thing. They don't be knowing what they be doing like that. So I'm like, what? Like, so because I remember one in particular Reddit post, a dude was saying that he was a mechanic, and wherever he had worked at, he said that they had frequently got vehicles in from Firestone that the people that they had, the mechanics at Firestone had worked on, that they had messed up, and then they had to take the vehicle, you know what I'm saying, bring the vehicles to them at this facility that this guy had worked as a mechanic, and they had to fix their mess ups basically. Anyways, so I had to call corporate back again because the area manager never reached out to us. New lady I spoke to or whatever, right? She had put in another ticket for another request, but I'm still calling based off my same little ticket number or whatever, right? So she had put in another request and was like, okay, give them 2 more business days to call y'all, whatever. Give them 2 more business days. Do y'all think they called? Do y'all think the area manager called? No, the area manager did not. So at this point, I am like, because Bridgestone is the little corporation, whatever, entity that, you know what I'm saying, Firestone is under, right? So that's what I'm calling. That's the corporate office I'm calling or whatever, right? So I'm like, at this point, oh, y'all just ghetto. Y'all just ghetto. Like, Ain't nobody doing their job. Don't nobody call. Ain't nobody doing what they supposed to do. Cause I know y'all see this ticket that corporate is putting in for y'all. So area manager never calls. Now, during this time while we are waiting for the area manager to call for the second ticket that corporate had put in, my husband is like getting irritated about the situation even more. Cause at this point, we're not even able to use the van, y'all. I ain't even been able to take the van because I was supposed to have been took the van back to get it registered or whatever, right? So this is like weeks at this point, like that we dealing with this. So he's getting even more irritated. He's like, well, damn, did you speak to the store manager? Why didn't you speak to the store manager? So now I'm getting irritated with him because I'm like, why are you asking me questions about stuff that you know the answer to? You know that I've been talking to corporate and you know that I did not have not spoken to the store manager or whatever. Because then I'm like, at this point, you get irritated with me because I'm trying to keep the funds in house because they trying to play in our face. And you supposed to, did you speak to the store manager? Because you told me the store manager was not in. And you know I ain't spoken to the store manager. I just been talking to corporate. Because I already told you that the store manager is clearly going to say the same thing. So I'm at this point too, because as you get older, y'all, you learn to practice. Like I said, as my husband say, protecting, you know what I'm saying? If he's not trying to, basically not putting yourself in situations where you know you are going to get like upset, right? Irritated or whatever, right? So that's obviously I'm already irritated with the situation, but I'm not going to put myself in a situation to get even more like worked up or irritated, right? And that being knowing that when I know what the outcome is going to be, you get what I'm saying? Like, why I know this is obviously going to put me in a situation to be even more irritated, if y'all get what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, what I was talking about was this would have been one of those situations. It's like the store manager clearly knows about this situation. You think they have not told the store manager about what is going on? The store manager is clearly going to tell us the same thing because this is why her employee told you that. This is clearly how she is running things up there, right? So I don't want to talk to the store manager. I'm just going to go and try to get it handled through corporate, right? So we having that little, you know what I'm saying, back and forth or whatever. So he decides to go ahead and call the store manager anyways. And the store manager is basically like, we not gonna, basically she told me they not gonna fix it. They know the same thing I said that I already knew was gonna happen. She basically told them, we're not gonna fix it. We know you're not gonna get a refund. And sorry, it's not our fault for a failed part, basically. And so as I'm hearing her talking to him or whatever, right? Oh, what? You know what I'm saying? You know, but now I gotta go down there. You know what I'm saying? Because who you talking to? Not you talking to my husband like that. So now I'm over here looking like a good old Karen, y'all. Yeah, y'all. I don't care at this point. So I'm like, I'm trying to speak calmly, like, ma'am, they fixed. How is it that this is just a failed part? Like the same area that they worked on is now messed up again, and this all happened in less than a week. So at this point, I'm trying to speak calm, but then as she hit me back with like, I feel like it's a little too, and then kind of like oh well about it, like in her tone or whatever, right? And then I'm also already feeling like you playing on our face, like, do you think we stupid? Like, you know this is wrong. So now I'm starting to get a little, you know what I'm saying, a little hype. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm trying to be calm, but you clearly taking this. I feel like now you just clearly spit in my face, but not really spit in my face physically, right? So I'm like, okay, now you playing with me. So I'm like, ma'am, right? So now I feel my tone getting a little elevated. I'm like, do you not look at y'all reviews? Like, people on y'all reviews, you cannot be, this is what I'm saying, like, you clearly are not looking at y'all store reviews because, and she's like, y'all, this lady had to be thinking like, ma'am, I don't give a damn. Like, what's she talking about? You're not getting a refund. We're not going to fix it for free. I don't care. This is probably what she thinking. Clearly, this is what she thinking. That's on the voice as she responded to me, right? So we get into this whole little back and forth on the phone. I'm like, this is clearly like a thing up there, ma'am. Like, so anyways, it gets to the point where I'm like, and like, we're not like necessarily like screaming, yelling, nothing like that. But it definitely gets to the point, like I said, you could tell that the conversation is getting elevated. So I'm telling my husband, I'm like, okay, just hang up, just get off the phone or whatever, right? He said she heard me say that she had already hung up. So I guess she was like, girl, no, I'm finna hang up first or whatever, right? So then now I'm irritated. I'm off the phone and now my spirit is disturbed or whatever, right? Because I'm like telling him, I'm like, see, this is why I told you not to call. I'm like I said, this lady already knows what is going on. She's gonna tell you the same thing. So he basically like, yeah, you right, whatever, right? So I'm like, I'm apologizing you know what I'm saying, to everybody in the house, him, the kids, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, my bad, y'all. I got a little irritated at the situation. And they like, okay, it's fine. My oldest like, it's okay, mom. Like, but anyway, so that happens as we are giving it another 2 business days for the area manager to call. I called corporate back again, y'all, not too long ago. This was like the other day or so. And now I'm speaking to a guy and telling him like the area manager still has not called or whatever. So he's like, okay, we are going to this was actually 2 days ago, because now we on Saturday. So he was like, okay, so now I'm gonna, we say bump it up to, I think he was like the regional manager. Y'all, we just climbing the tiers. I'm like, look, this is why they be like, we don't care about talking on the corporate. You will never get anybody. So me and my husband, at the same time as we irritated about the situation, we also like making jokes and cracking up about it. Like, 'cause it's like hilarious. Like, bro, what's going on? So we joking about that because I'm like, yeah, that's why they like, we don't care about talking on the corporate. My husband was like, yeah, because they like, you'll never get anybody. So y'all look. So he said give it 2 business days for the regional. I think it's the regional manager, right? That he said that's next up to give us a call. Y'all, it's 2 business days and we're about. The regional manager did not call. So I'm like, bro, ain't nobody working up there. Like, so the regional manager has not called. So I'm at the call back. Either way, when it's all said and done, I'm like, y'all, I didn't put in the complaint to ICE and everything. This is my first time ever even putting in the complaint to ICE. Because I'm like, man, we is grown. I feel like younger me, right? Younger me. Like I said, like, yeah, I didn't deal with some like horrible like customer service and janky and just messed up situations, right? When it comes to like businesses and stuff. But then I'm just like, ugh, whatever. Like I ain't gonna go there again or whatever, right? Um, But with this situation, it's like I said, because it's the first time I done just called corporate and then put in a ICE complaint. With this situation, I think it's just because of the fact of like, bro, I'm older now. Like we got responsibilities, and like I said, just because you got it to spend on me, you need to spend it. Like, and like I said, in this economy, like it gets to a certain point where it's like somebody got to do something. And then like I said, I've always been like just a principal type of person too, because it's like at this point, no. I didn't put my imaginary cape on because it's like y'all are, and based off of y'all reviews on Yelp and Google, y'all are clearly like running stuff like that up here, and y'all gonna keep on doing it because ain't nobody complain. You know what I'm saying? And saying nothing about it. And I think that is messed up. And y'all will be surprised how many businesses will come and set up shop on a military base. And it's so crazy because with America, you know these folks, y'all, they be patriotic and good old America and we love the service members. No, y'all don't. Y'all be surprised how many people will either set up shop outside of a military base or on a military base and be trying to get over on service members because they be just thinking that they rich. Like for real, for real. So it's like, and I remember one of the specific reviews about this Firestone on base that one of the people had posted was, they was basically saying that they had dealt with the same thing we had dealt with. And then they was also saying in their review how they said that they think it's shady how they offer military discounts, but at first he didn't know. He was like, he had to ask, but they don't tell you. If you don't say nothing, they won't give it to you, right? So I'm like, that is crazy too though. Like, 'cause he was like, I would think that with you being on a military base, all you servicing is pretty much service members or their families, that you will automatically apply the military discount. Why somebody even have to ask you? But whatever, look, them folks said, look, we got to get our money, okay? If you don't ask, we ain't finna offer it. So yeah, I'm dealing with that dilemma, y'all. I at this point I'm dedicated to the cause. Like I'm here now. But either way, however it goes, we are not taking the van back to Firestone. We just got to take it to somebody else to get the van fixed. Cause I'm like, this is just ridiculous. Like, but that's like I said, that's what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know, y'all. Y'all think I'm tripping? No, y'all think I'm in and caring? I don't care. I don't think I'm tripping because like I said, this is clearly based off their reviews and stuff. This is clearly how they run things, and this is clearly how they are doing things. And I feel like it's messed up. Like that is crazy. Like y'all up here is really taking people money and then messing up. And then if this is like such a common thing that this is what everybody is saying in the reviews, aside from the like little onesie twosies or whatever, like some people get lucky. Y'all know how it is to every business. Like they got 1 star for a reason. There's been a couple people that done got lucky enough they done went in there. Shoot, maybe they went in there on a good day where they got the good mechanics or something, and they got their stuff fixed with no problem, right? And then there's a lot more other reviews where it was like that was not the situation, right? So yeah, but at this point, I'm starting to think like maybe they purposely doing this or something. They might really be doing some shady business, and it's not a situation where they just may not know what they doing like that. Cause I'm like, how is it that this many people is going in and for one problem on their vehicle in the same area that y'all fix, they get the vehicle back and it is something else wrong with the vehicle, and y'all saying now you gotta pay even more money to get this same area fixed. So I'm thinking like at this point, is y'all doing this on purpose to get even more money out of people because you know they're gonna have to come right back to get the vehicle fixed again? I don't know. Or is it just really a situation where it's like y'all just don't know what y'all doing up there for real? So yeah, that's where we at with it. It's getting to a certain point though to where it's like, okay, we gotta go and hurry up, get it fixed or something because I have to. The van has to get registered. It's been said this whole time, y'all, not registered. I have not even been. I just made another appointment to take it to get registered next Tuesday because, like I said, I have not been able to take it to get registered because this happened literally all around the same time where I had just went to the DMV, tried to get registered, and they told me I had to get a VN inspection, all that. So I had to, come back to get a VN inspection and then try to get it registered. And I had ended up when I had set up my next appointment to get that done, all within the same time. And that's when all of that happened with the van, with the screeching and all that with Firestone. So then I had to cancel the appointment at the DMV because I hadn't been able to drive the van. We ain't been able to drive the van nowhere. Where we just been going in the truck. So we haven't been able to go anywhere as a family like that. Unless it's like in the general vicinity, like on base, like the park or something that we could walk to. And then also too, we just been stuck in the house literally anyways until recently because we just went to the pool yesterday with the kids because the weather was nice enough. But other than that, it's had been raining anyways, like almost if not every day anyways, bad or weather. Weather is crazy too. But that's all I got, y'all. I don't know, I got half a mind to really look up the reviews and pull them up for y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Let me see. I might pull them up. We might just go through these reviews. Cause y'all, I am in a one-sided beef with Firestone. Why am I in a one-sided beef with Firestone right now? Like Firestone is like, lady, we don't care. We do not care. We're not gonna answer that phone. Firestone. And I get it. See, this is why people just be like, I don't even want to deal with the headache, man. Whatever. They just gonna dupe me. They just gonna get me this time because literally it's getting to a point where it's like we've been dealing with this for a couple weeks now, and then it just starts to look like, bro, when it's all said and done, all this over with $200, $300 something dollars. But it didn't have to be all over $200, $300 something dollars. Y'all the ones dragging it out, not answering the phone. You know you wrong. You don't want to rectify the situation. So really, it didn't even have to be all that. It didn't even have to be all that. Y'all made it all of this. So now it started looking a little ridiculous. And I don't want to hear all no $200, $300 something dollars. Okay, $200, $300 something dollars. I know it ain't a lot. And these days in this economy, it really is not a lot. Like $200, $300 something dollars is not as much as it was back in the day. But I don't care. It is still something. It's still something. Okay, I'm not about to play about that money. Firestone near me. Let me see. Not now. Look, so y'all don't be like, look, y'all don't think I'm tripping. I ain't making it up for real. We're gonna look at these reviews. Yeah, this one right here. Look. And look, this is crazy. Actually, y'all, I done said 1-star review. Look at me. I promise I not try to lie. That's just how hell I'd have remembered it because maybe that's what I thought they deserved. Only 1 star. They actually got a 3-star review. 3-star review, which is still not good. If this is a place that a 3-star review is not good for me to want to go eat at from a restaurant, or if I'm trying to take my vehicle in and go get looked at. But if that's like the only thing that's near us, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, like we just gotta cross our fingers at that point. And you will find too a lot of times on a military base, they be stationed in like these remote places. So it's like not really a lot of stuff around. But apparently, sorry, it's a Firestone. It is a Firestone off base. And it is auto shops. So these rinky dinky looking auto shops right off of base. Cause that too, either the towns too right outside of base be looking like hills have eyes, y'all. I be looking, I don't know, I be looking a little sketchy. Y'all in the service, y'all know what I'm talking about. Or military families or spouses, y'all know what I'm talking about. I be looking sketchy. Let me share my screen with y'all. Give me a second. Gotta pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Y'all can see it, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Y'all can see it. Look, let me show y'all. See, y'all on anything online. Yeah, okay. Y'all can see it. It says, went in for a $30 oil change. This one is like, I remember this one. Coupon I got email basically saying that I guess they gave him like the wrong oil or something, still charging. Well, look, when I went in, I got asked, would you like full synthetic or synthetic blend? My bad, I don't know why I paused like that. I told them full synthetic. They then took half an hour and a half, my bad, to do an oil change and charged me $100 instead of $30 because I wanted synthetic oil. I thought synthetic oil was cheaper though, right? Didn't even say anything about it being more expensive. Make sure you get a quote before you even give them your keys. Update, they did give me some of my money back and made it fair, but get it right the first time, guys. Oh, I thought y'all don't do refunds. That's exactly what I was saying, y'all, when I first read this review. Look, yeah, they come in the back or whatever. This somebody who had a good experience. I don't care. We skipping that. Yes, I'm biased because y'all gave us a horrible experience. I don't want to hear about the good experiences. Went in to Firestone, asked them, do you fix BMW? And the manager said, yes. Depends on what kind of problem it got. I told them it's coolant leak. I remember this when they basically saying that like they once again they told them they didn't fix it. And she was like, yeah, we can do that. You need to pay $35 for pressure test. You can bring it. I told my car there, paid the towing company X amount of money, and left my car there. Only to get a call saying we can't fix your car. Okay, fine. At least reimburse me with the money I paid for towing, or at least waiver the pressure just now. Yeah, I'm counting losses for $200 without any problem solved. Really thinking, see, I'm telling you, this $200, like some people like $200 ain't nothing. The hell it ain't. I don't care how much money I make or how much money is coming up flowing through this house. I'm not. I do not believe in just throwing away no money. Really thinking of getting my attorney on this one because I was really disappointed. Oh, that an attorney? You ain't playing. You finna get the attorney for $200? See, I ain't that dedicated to the cause. But they finna go to small claims court. Got the attorney for the 200. Hey, he really ain't playing. I thought I wasn't playing. I kind of remember this one too. Jesus. Hello, thank you for bringing your service and concerns to our attention this far. So we like to look into this for you. No, they don't. They be doing this type of stuff, y'all, to save face. I noticed this too with these companies. They be responding on these Google reviews to save face, make it look good. But in person, they really do not be trying to give you no solution. They don't care. I got my oil changed 2 days ago. I kept smelling burning oil. I opened the hood and they forgot to put the oil cap back on. I have oil all over my engine and oil all over my driveway. I'm not coming here again and just doing the drive to Manhattan. Look at them respond. They ain't finna do nothing. All right, I was a master mechanic before joining the Army, and I hope this review gets these guys to change their shortcutting ways. Most of the time, Firestone isn't an issue for me. I love their lifetime alignment program, but the alignment tech here is taking shortcuts on alignment adjustments. The toe adjuster was out on both wheels of my 2016 Ram 1500, but he apparently struggled to break one of the jam nuts loose on one side of the rods and gave up. He got the other side loose instead of grabbing a small air hammer to impact the jam. Oh, so this guy know what he doing. He know what they were supposed to have did, huh? the jam nuts or using heat to break the nut loose. He brings the toe he brings the toe in by simply adjusting one side of the steering rack. Well, now my steering wheel is crooked because he didn't do both together. And yup, they sent it back to me like that. I was crawling under my truck, changing fluids, and the evidence was pretty clear, given the threads were untouched on the driver's side and there was zero penetrating oil sprayed on the jam nuts like the passenger side had. Y'all need to have a chat with your alignment tech. I took it to a different Firestone in town, and they agreed it was jacked up and didn't charge me lifetime alignment. I don't know who else. Should we take it to a different Firestone? I kind of remember this one too. So, yeah. Sean and Alex. So, y'all, these is one of the people that was somebody had actually spoke about two of the guys or one of the guys there or whatever that we had, had dealings with or whatever. Really my husband, because he the one who had went up there and then he came home and told me and I had to be the bad cop. You know what I'm saying? So Sean and Alex are, so they like, why is your wife on the phone? They probably was like, why is this lady on the phone? She ain't even here. Like talking about. So that's really what it was, y'all. My husband was up there dealing with this and they calling me, you know what I'm saying, about it. Hold on. Y'all know I can't reach out. I gotta put my CarMax on, okay? Okay. Be a little dry, okay? I got dry skin, y'all. Your girl got dry skin. So it says, Sean and Alex are completely incompetent. Please explain to me, how does a vehicle magically start leaking when it's never had an issue before, but now all of a sudden all my fluids are empty, and it's because it magically developed all these different leaks while in the short-term care of this store location with these two working on it. Please hire better human beings. Please please don't want to take their oh y'all they dyslexic. Oh my god. I feel like it's been really tripping lately. Yeah, I need to go lay down. People, my bad. Somebody like, yo, reader, be quiet, mind your business, be nice. People don't want to take their vehicles and to be damaged and have to take them somewhere to be fixed. No, literally. They done wrote this long thing. No, y'all don't care what they say. I didn't even read their response to this, but I remember this person's review. Hello there. Thank you for sharing the details of your experience. We pride ourselves on delivering nothing but the best in products and services. This was a year ago too. These are like years ago, a year ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. So it looked like the good ones. Okay, this was 10 months ago. 10 months ago. This was 5 months ago. So that's the most recent one, 5 months ago. And I'm sure, obviously, people didn't had even more either good or bad experiences there or whatever. But people don't always leave a review either. Hell, I need to leave a review. I'm the type of person, I never leave reviews either. But for whatever reason, y'all, this way had me hot. I was ready to leave a review. I still ain't left one yet. Cause I gotta start. I be doing one thing, then I gotta stop and go do something else. So shit. Anyways, so oh yeah, they was responding. Yeah, we best in product and service quality and apologize for any dissatisfaction with recent services at our store. We understand how upsetting this has been and would like to have our management team address your concerns. Please feel free. Welcome, blah, 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 blah. Everybody trying to hear that. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Frequent customer of the Fort Riley Firestone, took them 3 hours to complete an oil change. Oh my gosh. Not really one to complain, but why does it take 3 hours to change some oil? Were they busy? Was it a lot of people in there? I'm assuming it wasn't though if they left this review. Like, why does it take that long? I'm not really understanding. Yes, I scheduled an appointment too. So again, I'm not sure what the excuse is here, but thanks, I guess. Well, apparently I don't know what they be doing. Figured I should post this review for all my brothers and sisters in Fort Riley. Bottom line, up front, the store will try to charge you for service not requested. Check your bill and inquire about anything you did not ask for. I went in so y'all be charging. Not only do y'all be apparently not doing the job right, y'all be charging people for stuff they didn't even ask for. Cause the top comment was saying something about them charging extra for an oil change they didn't know about too, huh? I went in for wheel alignment and wheel rotation. Y'all be in trouble. Y'all just be messing up with them wheel alignments, huh? Store offer CDI, which also includes wheel rotation and vehicle check. 20 minutes later, the store said they could not perform wheel alignment due to the system not being equipped to handle my car, huh? And what type of car you got? It needs to go to the dealer. Wheel rotation is also not done due to tire being too worn. Total cost around $40, $10 for CDI without tire rotation. Only thing I wanted from CDI. Also $30 for alignment check, which I did not ask for. Well, you don't gotta ask for it though, huh? Because don't they gotta do the alignment check anyways, right? Before they do the job, I'm assuming. I don't know, based off of just the word. Ain't that, wouldn't that be how it goes or whatever? Okay. But since it went on the machine, the store decided I needed to be charged. But they didn't check it though, because they said that for the type of vehicle. Okay. To put icing on the cake, a military discount offer is not added unless requested. Considering the store is on post and assuming 90% of the customers are service members. Oh, this is the guy I was saying that he was saying that they don't be automatically giving you the military discount like you think they would. You on a military base. This just seems shady. Stay away from this place. I argued that I did not ask for alignment check and got the bill dropped to $10 for CDI. So, y'all saying I'm tripping over a little $200, $300 something dollars. I mean, this guy said no. What was it? Initially total cost around $40. He said no. He wasn't playing about that $40. Okay, he said drop it down to 10. Y'all know I'm only looking for the bad reviews. I'm on a mission. I don't care about these good reviews. Yes, I mean very biased right now. I don't care. I know based off my experience. Okay, my experience. Our experience. I'm looking for the bad reviews. I'm looking for the hurt people that's hurt like me. Okay, this was about 2 years ago, but I brought my truck. I don't care. Apparently, it still applies today. I don't care if the review was 10 years ago at this point. I brought my truck into the Fort Riley shop for a valve cover gasket replacement and an oil change. I was suggested a fuel system cleaning and spark plugs. All well and fine, as I've never had a bad experience with any Firestone before. I get a call that a spark plug tube and gasket might need fixing, but that I'd have to pay for another valve cover done over $500. I declined. After I picked my truck up, I tried to get on the highway bound for Manhattan, but it's shifting odd and I'm losing power. I checked the codes and my truck is throwing and it's saying cylinder 1 misfire. I take it back to the shop. They do a quality check. Find the spark plug tubes had gone out. Tell me it's going to be $800 to fix and won't budge. That's exactly what we're dealing with. So it's like whatever that they, like I said, the area that they had worked on, it is something else now wrong in that exact area. And they, like I told y'all, the store manager, when we did finally talk to her or whatever against my will, okay, she said that they not gonna give us a refund for a failing part. She made it seem like, well, the part just failed out of nowhere. Like they ain't got nothing to do with them. If y'all get what I'm saying, like, okay, yeah, a part where y'all was just over there working on and messing with, okay, and they want to charge us for them to fix it. Literally, like you saying, they not budging. Manager gets involved, they won't budge, but tell us the spark plug coil has gone out. Didn't I just say that? None of the techs told me that, and that new plugs can do that. If y'all replace my plugs and the coil goes out because of that, that's y'all's issue. Exactly. If y'all in that area working on it and fixing something, and something else in that very same area y'all was just working on, literally right there, that y'all had to be messing with to even fix the issue in the first place, it messes up or goes out. This is y'all issue. And mind you, they were saying that they did a test drive anyways, before they even gave the vehicle back to my husband. So, which she was on the phone saying, but then cause my husband was like, y'all did a test drive. Like, so how did y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, which is crazy too, because it's like, the vehicle literally went to them Firestone. We go to the car, it sat in the driveway too. A couple days later, we go to the commissary and that's when we smell the burning smell. So, within the time that they did the test drive, apparently they didn't see nothing wrong with it, and my husband brought it home. We didn't smell the burning smell then, right? But it said when we had to go drive down the hill or whatever to go to the commissary, you know what I'm saying, actually taking it for a drive after bringing it too far. So like I say, again, I keep stressing the fact that we literally didn't go anywhere else. It had sat in the driveway after he came from Firestone till a couple days later we had to go to the commissary, drove down the hill, right? That's when we smell the burning smell. But she's like, but anyways, the store manager was like, well, yeah, they didn't drive far for the test drive. And I'm like, how did they not drive far? So I'm looking at my husband after we got off the phone. I'm asking, I'm like, Wait a minute. She's saying that they took it for a test drive, but they might not have found anything because they didn't really drive far. But I remember him saying that when they took it for the test drive when he had initially went, I remember that was one of the things he had talked about when he came out. It was like, yeah, they was one working on the car for a while, and then two, he said that when they did take it for a test drive, they were gone for a long time. So I'm like, based off what you were saying, ain't no way they only drove it a short distance. But what was y'all in there doing there? 'Cause you said they was gone for a long time. Anyways, y'all, why am I being required to pay for this service that was caused by your shop? That's what I'm saying. Y'all clearly did something wrong. Y'all clearly did not do y'all job right. Because either you missed it when you initially inspected my van, or you messed something up when you was on there. Either way, you didn't do the job right the first time. Because how y'all apparently do a full thorough inspection and check for all these other things, and back there supposed to be fixing something, and you know what I'm saying, miss this issue of a part that just happened to fail or getting ready to fail, whatever they say, y'all. Your website states there's a warranty on parts and services done. That's what I thought. That's literally what I thought. I thought that's how warranties work, just in general, when you working with, like, you know what I'm saying, taking your car to the shop to get fixed, whether it's at the dealership or just any, you know what I'm saying, other like little mechanic shop or whatever. Why is that not being honored? Also, it's oddly convenient that the service suggests it's a service that's now needed not even an hour after I leave your shop. I'm telling y'all, man, another review. This was 5 years ago. I don't give a damn. Honestly, an absolute disaster. I made an appointment a week in advance for Saturday at 9 o'clock to have my tires changed. 3 hours later, I received a call from the manager stating they cannot change my tires because the vehicle is lower and they lack the equipment. Completely understand. The manager proceeded to tell me he could only do it if I brought my own tools and paid the technician extra. Huh? Why would you pay the technician extra, especially if you weren't bringing the tool? And this is ghetto. Why would they would ask the customer to bring their own tools? Oh, y'all was really doing stuff different 5 years ago. That's crazy. I keep in mind I paid a week in advance for the service and tires. After taking my car back to my house and taking the wheels off so I could bring them back to the shop and get the tires finally swapped out, the manager told me I was going to have to wait until they had free time. 4.5 hours later, the job hasn't even been started. I've always hated Firestone on post or off post. The service is still the same. See, well, apparently still the same again 5 years ago. This was a year ago. My husband noticed we had a leak in his tire. My husband noticed he had a leak in his tire and went to the shop to see about getting it patched. They told him it was in a location that couldn't be patched and tried to sell him a set of 5 tires for a leak in one tire. Although my husband could clearly see the location where the nail was, at, not in the wall of the tire. Took it to the shop off base and they patched it for $12. Yeah, see, this Firestone on base doing janky business. They trying, like I said, either they they doing janky business, or either they don't know what they doing, or they doing janky business on purpose just to get money out of people. I'm telling you, absolutely horrible. At completing work in a reasonable time, drop my truck off. So y'all just don't take forever to do stuff. I'm really looking for these newer reviews though. I had 4 new tires mounted and balanced. They dug my previous tire weights off with the screwdriver and scratched the inside of my gloss black wheels pretty badly. Don't take your vehicle here. 2 years ago, I made an online appointment for oil change for 2018. Past it, as I said it, they told me the price was $157. I had gotten a quote from Jiffy Lube for $83. I then asked the price difference was almost double that of Jiffy Lube. The guy says they put the best quality oil my car needs. Yeah, okay, all right. $457. That oil better have shards of gold in there from the Willy Wonka bar. You try to be funny, and I like it. Folks, go on post to save money, not to get ripped off. Jiffy Lube, I'm coming back to you soon. No, I'm telling y'all for real. Don't bother on coming here for any type of maintenance. They overschedule their own schedule and can't do any and can't get anything done on time. Came in for a simple brake light replacement. 2.5 hours later, I was told they couldn't complete the operation. Really? Before that, I was told they didn't have the part in order to even. Oh, so they just gonna be having the supplies 3 years ago. Okay. Yeah. So the rest of them are just on my back. When you scroll down, that's my alarm. My 6 o'clock alarm. Get up. Get my day started. Uh, yeah, the rest of these, this about a year ago. Buyers beware, they charge my little girl $315 to swap out a battery. She was told the battery only had 60% life left. How do you get charged 300? What type of battery is that? Just to swap out a battery that has 60% life left. Yeah, all right, y'all. Yeah, so the rest of these, I ain't finna just keep on scrolling. They like mixed in with newer reviews and like older reviews, whatever. Like I said, I don't care if it was 10 years ago. Apparently, it still applies. They still doing the same practices today. My youngest is like waking up like, hey girl, hey mama, I hear you down there. But yeah, y'all. That's it. Shoot. I think that's enough for that. I done took y'all down this whole little review session with Firestone. That's the dilemma. I'll keep y'all updated, I guess, on what happens next. But let me go ahead and hop off of here. Again, y'all, first of all, let me say, okay, how was y'all day yesterday? And then yeah. How was y'all day yesterday? Today is technically Saturday. Make sure y'all have a good day. Today it is Saturday. Don't turn up too much. Okay, be careful, stay safe. Y'all know it be crazy out here in them streets. When it get dark, get in the house because the crazies come out at night. Okay, y'all know I'm a real good scary Gary. Scary Gary. People are crazy out here. Okay, don't forget I post Monday through Friday, y'all. And for specific uploads, check that in the description below. Sometimes I put it in the comment section, but if it's not in the comment section, it is always definitely in the description below. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. Okay. I'm about to get off here though. All right, bye, y'all. Have a good day, man.